Hello, this is Brian. Today is Monday, March 13th, 2023, and I am here at Mission Trails Regional Park, not super far from the Claremont Mesa Boulevard staging area, which is just over there. It's the east end of Claremont Mesa. It's time for a Spotlight on Plants video today, and today's spotlight is on the San Diego Sweet Pea. And it's this plant here with these brilliantly beautiful purple flowers. This is Lathyrus, vestitus, variety alefieldii. And it is a plant that is in the Pea family, the Fabaceae. So what we have here is a perennial plant, an herbaceous perennial vine, again in the pea family, that is ephemeral. So the stems, the leaves, the flowers, and everything are ephemeral, seasonal. So they sprout up after the winter rains, and then during the late winter into the spring months, they flower, set seed, and then the stems will die back to the ground during the drought of summer, which is a very common feature in a lot of herbaceous perennial plants here. So the root is perennial, but the stems and leaves are ephemeral, seasonal. So what we have here is a twining vine. Quite an attractive vine, especially when it's in full bloom. As you see here, this little guy right here, this Apis mellifera, the European honeybee, is right now looking for some pollen. You see right there, a beautiful little honeybee. So the plant has these kind of angular stems and these pinnately compound leaves here. As you see here, what I'm holding in my hand is a full leaf. So it's pinnately compound, and it scrambles over other plants and shrubs, especially chaparral and larger coastal sage scrub plants. So we're in coastal sage scrub right now, here at maybe about 700 feet elevation here in Mission Trails. You'll find these also up into the foothills of the mountains as well. So again, we get these beautiful green, kind of angled, kind of winged stems. They're kind of like a little wing protuberance on the outside of the stem. And again, these pinnately compound leaves. And the leaves are what the plant uses to climb. A lot of times you'll see these vines have tendrils, and the tendrils are these little structures that protrude out and grab on to help the plant climb. A lot of times it'll be on the stem. However, on the sweet pea, the San Diego sweet pea, the ends of the leaves themselves have the tendrils. You see, I'm holding a leaf in my hand, and with my middle finger I'm touching the tendrils. So at the end of the leaf, instead of having a leaflet, they have tendrils that they can use to climb into the other plants. So yes, we get these kind of relatively thick, kind of stiff leaflets, kind of narrow leaflets again, compound leaf. My hand is holding a whole leaf again. And let's get into the flowers, because we have at least two varieties of Lathyrus vestitus. This is Lathyrus vestitus variety alefieldii, the San Diego sweet pea. There's another variety, Lathyrus vestitus variety vestitus, which is not very common here in San Diego County, but you'll find it north into Orange County, the Santa Ana Mountains, and a little more northward. This one is a little bit more found here in San Diego County, the Lathyrus vestitus variety alefieldii. They are quite similar plants. The alefieldii flowers, the one that I'm talking about, the one here in the spotlight, the flowers are supposed to be a little bit larger, and as you can see here, you can see this part here is kind of bent back a little bit, kind of recurved a little bit, and that's how you tell it apart from Lathyrus vestitus variety vestitus, because Lathyrus vestitus variety alefieldii, they have these recurved backs right here. The flowers kind of curl backwards, as you can see here. Lathyrus vestitus variety vestitus, the regular chaparral sweet pea doesn't really do that. So when we're done with the flowers, then we get these, surprise, seed pods. Pea Family, Fabaceae, seed pods. What a surprise. So you get these kind of small seed pods that'll turn brown and dry off when they're ripened, setting more seeds into the ground for the next generation. So it's quite an attractive little plant. It can become quite a nice sized sprawling vine, but again, it's not a woody based vine, it's an herbaceous vine. In other words, there's not really any woody tissue on the stems, and that's why they die back every year as well. So there you have it. I'm going to take a couple pictures before concluding this video so you can get some up close images of these really cool plants. So yes, next time you're out here, especially in March, April, keep an eye out for this. This is quite an attractive plant. I imagine this will make a pretty good garden plant, but like I said, once the dry season kicks in, the soil dries out, the plant will go dormant and it will die back. So it's kind of a fleeting scene, but again, the next year it will come back as the rains moisten up the soil. So there you have it, the beautiful Lathyrus vestitus variety alefieldii, the San Diego Sweet Pea, right here at Mission Trails Regional Park. So I want to take this time to thank you for watching my spotlight video, and I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful in identifying yet another awesome species of plant here in Southern California that we are fortunate to have. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next spotlight.